The chainsaw is probably not the first thing that comes to mind when you think about multifunctional equipment, unless you're Leatherface, of course. And you might be surprised to hear that Leatherface is not on our list. However, we must give him credit for originality. No, this isn't a list about chopping and slicing your way through the night. It's about the strange, perplexing, and curiously wonderful ways people have employed chainsaws in everyday life. You won't believe how this lumberjack's best buddy has carved out a place in some truly unexpected niches, from defying traditional culinary wisdom to creating mind-boggling art. Don't forget to bring your safety goggles. Chainsaws Go Carnivore. You've heard the expression, when all you have is a chainsaw, everything looks like a steak. Maybe not, but it appears that some people have taken the word cutting edge a little too literally. In a world where kitchen knives have become far too common, several chainsaw aficionados opted to slice and dice prime portions of meat with, you guessed it, a chainsaw. Although precision isn't their strong strength, there's something strangely rewarding about seeing someone slice through a T-bone with a tool built for tree falling. They've utilized their chainsaws not only for steaks, but also for briskets, roasts, and even animal quartering. Some hunters have even embraced the chainsaw as a unique addition to their post-harvest routine. But hey, who needs a fine meat cleaver when a chainsaw can suffice? Just make sure to thoroughly wash it before carving the turkey during Thanksgiving dinner. When ice fishing gets cutting edge, some people associate ice fishing with tranquil frozen lakes, patiently waiting for a nibble and, well, chilly fingers. But it's up to fishermen' inventive brains to take things to the next level. What about the chainsaw-wielding ice fisherman? Most people believe that the gentle art of ice fishing necessitates dexterity and quiet thinking. Consider again. You're out on the ice, frostbite is biting at your nose, and you've got your trusty chainsaw at the ready. This isn't a bizarre scene from an Arctic horror film. It's merely another day for these daring folks. Ice augers are generally used, however, this is a more dynamic technique. However, there is a method to this madness. Chainsaw lovers swear by the speed, precision, and pure pleasure of cutting through thick ice with a roaring chainsaw. It's the ideal combination of excitement and angling. So the next time you're out on the ice, think about replacing your boring old ice auger with a chainsaw. Who knows, you might be the trendsetter in your fishing circle, or you'll have a story to tell your other ice fishermen. Rev up your Wanderlust with the chainsaw bike. What's the point of a standard two-wheeler when you can have a chainsaw bike? Some clever individuals have combined the utility of a bicycle with the power of a chainsaw. You're driving down the highway, the wind in your hair, and the roar of a chainsaw beneath you. It seems like something out of a post-apocalyptic action movie, or perhaps something on a daredevil's bucket list. But before you can go out and make your own chainsaw bike, there are a few things you should know. First and foremost, safety equipment is not optional. It is required. To block out the deafening noise, you'll need a helmet, heavy-duty gloves, and probably some earplugs. Second, before you hit the road with this bad boy, you should check local traffic laws. You don't want to explain to the cops that your eco-friendly chainsaw bike is the transportation of the future. Using a chainsaw to travel may seem unusual, but it demonstrates that some people are prepared to go to extraordinary measures for a unique commute. Popping bottles with power. When you can release the beast, taming the wild weeds. Do you have an unruly lawn that grows an inch every time you blink? Forget about your old lawnmower. Take a chainsaw to your overgrown weed jungle. Someone out there apparently decided to take landscaping to a whole new level. You could spend your entire weekend leaning over with a handheld weeder or wreaking havoc on your backyard with a chainsaw. Of course, the weed warrior with the chainsaw had to be a little more exact than the tree feller. Weeding with a chainsaw is akin to doing brain surgery with a sledgehammer. No rational expert would endorse it. Just make sure you have safety goggles, ear protection, and a steely resolve since you're coming in with a chainsaw.